Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the mini Gatling Plasma. It's not a Gatling Plasma, but it works in a very similar way as the Gatling Plasma, so I call it the mini Gatling Plasma. Thank you a lot for your comments to revisit it, as it seems like it did receive new powers. It's better than it was. It was already cool off meta weapon. Now it's even better, and no, it's not a Slugbuster. Although I do have one here too. I do have Slugbuster, but this is a crafted plasma gun with following modifications, important ones: pulse capacitor, a line flamer barrel. Those two are the most important. Then I have bruising grip, as I want it to be pistol. It can be automatic rifle too. You just choose any of the stocks available and it will be a rifle, reflex sight for less AP cost. It is a perfect legendary for this particular showcase. I crafted here on the custom world, so I could try it without spending my actual modules before I will try to craft something like that on the live game version. As you can see, on the weapon card damage are already very good, but those sometimes unfortunately are deceiving recently, so you need to test every weapon to see if it's actually doing the damage advertised. And why I'm saying it's better, I will show you the showcase and the combat with this gun compared to previously. But as well, okay, I have another version, the same gun with different legendary effects. But what seems to have changed, the damage is more consistent, the damage is higher, and it's not dropping as much with a distance, especially when it's a really good legendary. In the past, it was losing like 80% of the damage if the target was farther away, and the range is very short, 48. Now it doesn't seem to be an issue. Of course, it will do less damage to the targets that are far away, but not as much. I will show you. We'll fight some flying scourges, so we will be able to see how the weapon performs when the target is farther away, and how it performs when the target is close as well. So, mini Gatling Plasma for you. I'm really happy that I did test it. Thank you for your comments suggesting that. I think some people are using it for PvP as well. I'm not talking about PvP, I'm talking about regular game content. So Slugbuster is still solid, don't make me wrong. The Slugbuster is still solid, but unfortunately cannot be made a 4-star, which is a serious drawback for that. The 4-star, the lack of there, it's a serious drawback for a Slugbuster. A quick look on my build, as I will not be really like uploading at this moment any long build videos anymore until March update. A lot is changing in March update, so I'll be redoing all builds when Ghoul update drops. But for now, that's what I'm running. Demolition Expert, of course, only needed if you run explosive variant. I have both, so I do have Demolition Expert. It's a tanky kind of commando style, but in this type, automatic pistol weapons, but commando style. It could have been tweaked and made a commando. Commando is a little bit more action points. That's a problem with a use case. Let's go full-blooded for this particular part of the damage showcase. So I like not purified, something that will drop my health. I don't have anything spoiled, so let's pop some cakes. There it is. So full damage for the blooded. It's showing 111 each, so 222 supposedly. It seems to be something in this neighborhood, so which is good. If you compare to Gatling Plasma, that's about the numbers you would expect. Maybe let's add for this Psycho buff. What is it now? So it's going to really respectable amount of damage, as I'm saying, a mini Gatling Plasma. Now to show the best how much it's actually doing, I have another target test dummy. I will not be killing it, I just want to shoot it a little bit so you will see the damage numbers. No, it's not a build to solo the snake. I'm not soloing the snake with this build. I will probably get one-shotted because my health is too low. But before that, I will be able to show you damage numbers. So look at that. And I am solo. That's over 1k we are hitting that. And I will pop some coffee so I can maintain that. And look at that. The health bar is actually melting. Like I'm doing damage. So this gun is really good. But that's the snake. That's the extreme scenario. We're going out to the world, but you can see solo. And Snake was taking was taking serious damage. So now, let's go somewhere in the world. I will remain bloodied for a second because this weapon is really cool. Both vampire and bloodied. You can be tanky at low health with that. Full health, if you have anti-armor, will work great too. So now what I was talking about, flying targets far away. If you are looking for this gun on your weapon workbench, you will find it under short plasma gun. That's the name. Short plasma gun. And here, as you can see, with a distance, no problem. You are opening from a very low chance to hit, but keep in mind we have this 4-leaf clover that allows to hit targets. And look at this Scourge Beast. And that's a legendary, so that's a tanky one. Look at that. There is no problem to do damage to it. It is cool. So as I'm saying, mini Gatling plasma. A flying target, so not super close. Absolutely annihilated like nothing. So this is awesome, and taking one for the team is currently not working. Like, if you are not aware, for this perk to work, you do need at least one teammate. So at this moment it does nothing. It's a dead perk when I'm solo. So just to let you know, it will be doing even more damage when taking one for the team triggers. At this moment it's not here. And lastly, the vampire one, let's test that on super mutants. And here, advantage of the vampire. Like, it's firing so fast, and unlike Gatling plasma, there is no spin up time. So it doesn't need any time. And yes, it can be used outside of VATS. Absolutely fine. There's no problem to fire it outside of VATS. The amount of healing I'm getting from this vampire, okay, Car killed me. But amount of healing, I can run bloodied and tank it. Look at this power, like even without VATS, it's like a mini Gatling plasma. You hit them, they evaporate, and that's a vampire. So no damage boosting prefix. That's a vampire. And I do have a 4-star legendary on it, but this time it's for even more healing in VATS, so no extra damage. So this is the weapon damage. The only thing that's increasing damage on this weapon is explosive on the 2nd star. That's the explosive, nothing else. Oh, and side note, if you don't have projectiles like that, if you have flame instead of projectiles and you did install correct mods, all you need to do, go back to main menu, log in, and it should be fine. The flame is happening if you change pulse capacitor first and then flamer barrel. If you do it other way around, so when you are modifying, if you install a line flamer barrel first and then pulse capacitor, then it will be working straight away. Okay, back to vampire. And I will heal, so I will show you the performance on full health as well. Why not? If you want to see it, now it's a vampire, so it's not boosted by low health at all. Full health. It's the plain power of the weapon. Plain power of the weapon on various levels of super mutants, as we didn't spawn level 100. Bats to the head, less criticals at full health as I'm normally running and yielding. But look at that. So that's full health. That's full health with vampire weapon. Look at that. I'm calling it mini Gatling plasma. Mini Gatling plasma. It's absolutely insanely fun to use. Super powerful. Annihilate everything. Can slay bosses. So if you are a commando build or pistol build, you don't want to go heavy gunner for the raid, I'm pretty sure this can carry the raid. I will be trying more during the week. I didn't stream today, my apologies. I was testing this gun too much and figuring out what has happened. But it seems like the damage drop-off was reduced, so it's no longer so severe. And yeah, and that's the result. The effect with pulse capacitor is still here. So this weapon is absolute powerhouse now. That's something. That's something. Mini Gatling plasma. Now available for everyone who doesn't want to be a heavy gunner and still wants to do a damage with the highest possible performance. So here you go. That does the job. That does it. Everyone, this is it for you. The new, brand new plasma gun. That is now a serious gun. It's not a joke anymore. It's a serious gun. With respectable amount of AP cost, they drop it. It was 30 before. Finally, it's more reasonable. At 16, it can be used. It can absolutely be used in VATS. So this is the toy. This is the toy you need to try. Even if you tried it before, because I did. And it wasn't so powerful last time I used it as it is now. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.